Well, hello there, YouTube, and welcome to Saturday, the 1st of November of 2025. The low last night was 50 degrees. The high, because it's 3:30 today, this afternoon, it ain't gonna get no higher, is 54. It absolutely poured all night and all morning. It's 3:30 now. Probably an hour and a half ago or so, it stopped raining. Actually, it's slightly sprinkling now. But man, there was wind, and we're under a wind warning until, I think it was till 2 today. But the wind stopped earlier than that. But man, it just cleared out. Look how thin these trees are. Look at this one right against the shop. It's almost all but barren now. And yet the ones out here that I was showing you guys, the aspen trees, there's especially that first one, because it gets the blunt of the wind, because the wind's usually, from the south traveling north. It's cleared it all out. Man, what a mess. It's kind of nasty. Well, Kelly and I were thinking about going to, well, I can hear the rain hitting the roof now. Thinking about going to Chehalis today, but I got carried away and got really late finishing the video. In fact, as of this moment, it's still seasoning in, as it may be. It's uploaded, but you need to wait before you turn them live. What do you think, Danny? He goes, yeah, it's been nasty out here. Chrissy, night before last, bless her heart, she was going to town to exchange some costume for one of the kids. It was coming off the rest area hill going southbound. Boom! Blew that right rear tire that she just had replaced. That was that when it seems like we went on one of our trips, and that happened to her. And so come to find out, she had no jack or anything. She had a little donut in there. Had no jack or anything to change her tire. Turns out the jack is in there. She kept telling us it's not, but a Honda kind of stows them away. But the jack's in there. Everything she needs is in there, but it's got these countersunk lug nuts, for the kind of the deep dish of where the lug nuts are. The stupid 12 millimeter fits it. So she didn't have that. So she has the other flat. Tow guy comes, we're at work, we can't do anything. Tow guy comes to help her out, and he goes, well, you have to have it. She goes, I don't have it. He goes, the glove box. She goes, no, it's not in the glove box. So the guy goes and looks in her glove box and finds it like immediately. Everything to change a tire on that car has always been in there. Even though she argues with us that the jack's not in there. It's the little scissor jack. They work, the little Honda scissor jacks. I even have one at work that I use all the time. If you need to just lift something small. I mean, things are great. People call them cheap and cheesy, but they absolutely work fantastic. And they're easy to operate. I think it even has a little logo on the deal telling you, the little spots they want you to pick it up because you're lifting a unibody, Anyway, welcome to a wet day, although I see blue skies coming out there. Yeah, chit chat with the mom and see what she wants to do. There's a couple of things. Harbor Freight has a big sale going on this weekend, and well, they pretty much have it every weekend. And pretty much the sale that's going on, with you, what they call the club, you join the club, it's like $30 a year or something, inside track or something like that. Usually your own thing that you pay yearly get you a better deal than what's going on in the store. But anyway, I don't know. Just think of something fun to do. We were looking at getting a cheater bar and a 12 millimeter socket, a regular socket. The socket that she has is one that it's a 12 millimeter. It goes in the lug nut, but then it has the regular, I don't remember what they are, 17, 19 millimeter that goes for a regular, that your bar, your tire iron comes with. So all you need is that adapter. And anyway, but it'd be nice to have a cheater bar. Those are easier to work with. It's easier to get torque on them. So we stopped at Tractor Supply last night, I was looking at cheater bars. So the cheater bar, $59. Well, $60, $59.95 or 99, whatever it is. And they, you know, it's like Harbor Freight. They don't sell individual Allen sockets anymore, like the good old days. You got to buy a kit. Well, the one kit that was metric, because they're mostly SAE at Tractor Supply, and it didn't matter because they had the SAE sitting right beside it. That was just the price. It was a nice, I want to say it was a DeWalt or something. I don't know. It was some name brand one, but it was $45 for the Allen socket set. I'm going, man, for about the price at full retail, for about the price of the sockets, I can buy a great big Icon, which is like a snap-on type thing, cheater bar. It's nuts. But anyway, so we're thinking of going to get that for her, so we can just throw it back there, make it easier for her to change her tires and stuff. All right. Well, despite the fact that the rain hasn't stopped, but going by the radar, it's about to stop. As the cars are gone, I'm gonna go for a walk with old Shishi here. Yeah, let's go. Come on, buddy. Kind of unique out here. Look how much of the leaves are gone out of here. All that beauty, man, just woof, disappears quick, doesn't it? Oh, look at that. Where it's still raining, the backside of that barn. You see it in the air. Man, look at all these trees that were all so full. How much is gone? Well, you got a wind and rainstorm like last night and this morning, man. That really does it end quick. But it takes on a whole new different cool look to it, you know. It's got its winter tone. It's funny, Sasha doesn't care about the rain at all when we go for a walk. It's just literally me not wanting to. Hey, that was a hawk or an eagle. Hope that came across the camera. That's pretty cool. Yeah, you work on that side of the puddle, I'll work on this side. It's funny, the smells. You think the rain would deaden the smells, but it must intensify stuff. Boy, she stops and smells everything. Oh, Danny, he's so patient. I was sitting on the bench waiting for the rain to stop. He's laying up there, laid all across me. He's ready to go. I said, well, you guys ready to go for a walk? Boom! He jumps up and shoots down the porch. And to grab Sasha's leash. She was hanging out on Leo's runner out there. Just patiently waiting. Just sitting at the top of the steps looking out. Like, is it ever gonna stop? Yep, it's coming. Dang, go. I don't like you roaming out there. You take off and I don't know where you went. Better yet, what's out there, you know. Well, that's a halfway game trail. It's nice and bright, and looks like it's going to get brighter. So let's just go on down here. That one's still got its beauty to it. It's thinning out really quick, but look at this one that's popping out beside that cedar tree. The darkness down there is getting less dark each time I come down here. All that moss in those trees, it has its own cool look to it. It's like crazy kind of a light green, or I don't know, it's cool. Look at that sunshine down here at the end of the road. It's just the trees aren't blocking it all. Man, sure puts a smile on your face. Some folks are down here working on their property, so we won't go all the way around the corner. We'll just stop here at the split. Hey, see the deer? Look at that, Sashi. How about that? That's what keeps the bears and cougars out here. Oh, it's just, oh, there's two of them back there. I wonder if that's the same two that comes up and visits our little corn stash we hand out every day. Alright, you two. I'm gonna stop right here at the Y. You guys ready to roll back? Man, is that beautiful out there though. That's cool with the dark clouds and then the backlit trees and stuff. The contrast to that's always beautiful. What do you think? Sasha's gonna go over here. She's gonna snoop around over here in the woods. Where was that deer coming from? I didn't see that thing. It was just tucked in those trees. It was probably settled down in that marsh grass somewhere, taking a little siesta, getting ready for tonight's roaming around. Oh, there's another deer sitting right there. See if I can get that to show up. Zoom in, come on, camera. It's right there in the middle of the screen. You see its head popping up right there. Oh, it's a car coming. One of the nice neighbors down at the end of the road. I go in there and play with that little XR70 as I planned to do. I went in, turned yesterday's video live, and then rain came. Then it looked like it was going to clear up. And Sasha was out in the rain, so she comes in and she lay down for a little bit, and then suddenly he starts this little high-pitched little squeak thing she does. You can barely hear it, but it's like intense. I don't know how she does it. Well, that's her ready to go for a walk. That's when she wants something. Usually it's go for a walk. What's funny, she won't come in to me and tell me that she wants to go. She comes right to the door and I'll hear that squeak. And I'll see her little face. She has her face really low, looking around the corner. I go, well, come in here. She goes, runs back out and goes barking out in the middle of the house, driving everybody nuts. Alright. Then I looked at the radar and the next bout was coming. That's how I ended up sitting on the porch for a while. And here we are. Things we do for our dogs. Crazy mutt. Sorry about that. When I shut the camera off, I go, was that thing still in zoom? I was showing you the deer when I heard the truck coming. Gotta keep your track well beat down there, huh, Sasha? She says, yep. Always have to turn the radio off for copyright stuff. But I love it when they got local games and stuff playing around the area on the weekends and stuff, and you know, whatever nights they're playing. So first thing we need to do is take the gasoline tank off of there. I think these seats bolt underneath, don't they? Yep, underneath. And I don't remember what holds the back of the tank. 10 millimeters up front. I'll yard arm that tank off of there and throw that Petcock on there. Got all that stuff in here, I think, along with my new charger. I already showed you guys that. Petcock and stuff. Bummer I don't have the seal yet. He can never come in when I come out here, knucklehead. Come on, buddy. He has to come out with me, but he won't come in the door with me. Same when you go in the house. He'll stand at the bottom of the steps or end of the sidewalk and wait till you go in, then he'll bark. He wants in. We got a new bag of corn for the deer last night. More wild bird seed. But anyway, let's yard this thing out. Let's get on it. Trusty old Milwaukee will make short order of this thing here. Let me I'm just gonna pop the seat and tank off here right quick. It's just a couple of bolts. Didn't take long to see a hacker's been working on this thing. Well, one that's very dirty underneath there. I don't think I've ever given it a bath of any kind. But the seat has 3 bolts. There's 2 in the back, 1 in the middle. Well, one of them is the stock Honda one. Another one is some whatever out of a bolt kit thing, non-flange with a washer, and then a 11 millimeter in the center. So to rectify that, and these actually had like a collared washer that went in those things. If I recall, it could have just been the flange, 10 millimeters. That's usually what's in there. There's not a lot of strength holding that thing on. And then the tank, of course, has got the two bolts, and then the strap in the back that comes along, grabs that little nub right there and clips on underneath there. Pretty simple. It looks like it takes an 8 millimeter to knock the petcock off. We'll get that off and see what kind of seal's holding that thing together. Hopefully it's something really simple. Well, I wish I would remember to go up there and see what kind of seal was against the tank, because actually it's just a simple O-ring, and that O-ring is good and flat. I mean, flat as a flitter. Uh-oh. Might have to use some sealer on this thing. Someone's been in here before, because very wisely with these brass inserts you want to use a little grease on them. Well, somebody's used some red grease. Somebody's been in there before. Wasn't me. They probably got dirt in the tank, and that's the best way to drain the tank is to take the petcock off, because the neck has a little spigot that goes in there, but you can get all the fuel out of the bottom. That's the old petcock that just leaked. There was no off position on it. And that O-ring, she's looking a little tired. Oh no, it's actually got some rubber feel to it. Oh yeah, she's not. I mean, she is flat. So I'll use some of that Yamabond 6B, which is pretty resistant to just about anything, because I don't have another O-ring here. The odds of me accidentally stumbling across one that size would be rare. But help the old in with the new. And I pulled the airbox off. I'm thinking that hardened thing is probably, look, you can't even get the clamp off. It's that hard. I mean, that rubber is brick hard. That can be fun to get out of there. The new one, they're usually pretty fun to get back in too. I got some cleaning up to do. It's pretty nasty there. I don't want to introduce any dirt that doesn't belong there. All right. So I'm gonna use, instead of grease, I'm gonna use some copper coat, some copper anti-seize on the bolts, and then the look at that, made in Japan. That Yamabond 6B. It's high temp. This stuff works really good. And this fits kind of tight around the bottom, so I don't want to coat the O-ring with the Yamabond first, because I don't want it to get the silicone or the sealer on the screen mesh and hinder its ability to filter gas. You guys would want to know what the difference is between on and reserve? On will pour fuel from this part, up until the top of this brass fitting, so it will not scavenge off the bottom of the tank. Reserve will scavenge off the bottom of the tank. So especially with dirt bikes, things that are exposed to a bunch of nasty stuff, try to keep the gas full enough that you don't have to go on reserve, because the reserve will pull from the bottom. It's going through a screen and everything, but any water or anything like that that gets in your fuel will now go in. It won't. Water is heavier than gas, so it rides at the bottom. So if anything's in there, it'll go through this top part in the on position. Reserve scavenges right from the bottom, like I say. So that on 6B, it's like anti-seize. It literally gets all over everything, and everything you touch will have it on there. So I put a little dab of the copper anti-seize on the bolts, and I used the little scriber thing here, and I just kind of painted it against the base of the petcock, and I just kind of whirled it in around the edge there, and I'll just simply slip that thing on and tighten her down. I'll let her dry before I put gas in it, but she'll be done. She'll have a nice fresh new petcock. Unfortunately, not a fresh new O-ring, but it was sealing before. It should seal again. I'll probably get one just to have on hand, just in case, you know. Well, that's a bummer. It's been so long since I cleaned that filter. It literally rotted. It just fell apart as I was taking it out. Son of a gun. There's a nice, fresh, pliable fuel line, as opposed to the one that just shattered as I was taking it off. Now, clean this up. Well, I can clean it after I get it out now, because I had to clean some. Well, I got most of the foam pieces out. That's what makes it fun, because it's got that, you know, that fire retardant guard in there, and that's a thin wall you're messing with. Hopefully I can just collapse that thing and essentially destroy it and yank it off of there, but we'll see. I just squeezed the heck out of it. It's coming. Actually, it's got some pliability in it. It's actually reshaping itself, and you'll see these things have a little detent, and that's where they want that line to that dot, and that keeps it in the right direction because of the angle it goes to the carburetor. At least you know where it goes, because you line the detent of the boot with the one on the airbox. I'm here to tell you, that's a fighter getting that thing on there. She's tight as a tick now. Somebody had the original weather stripping cement that Honda used on them, and then somebody had like band-aided it with regular silicone. It was a mess to clean up, but I did find a couple more bolts to replace the ones that were bad, the 11 millimeter headed one and the one without just a weird washer. That shock almost looks like it's might be leaking a little bit there. She may be gonzo, but there's a strap in the back, and that's how they bolt in the front right there. So all that's on. I just need to, I'm not going to dig out here for it tonight, but I know I got a strip of flat air filter material. Ryan had it, I had it, whatever. It's out here somewhere. So I'll look for that tomorrow so I can put the air filter assembly back on. Anyway, I'll pop the seat on here right quick, and we'll get the air filter back on assembly. Once I find that foam, hopefully I can find that foam. I know it's in a bag, and it's got a piece cut out of it, and it's kind of a green, it's like a teal color. We sell it at work. I checked to get another sheet of it, and we didn't have it. That's when I first ordered these parts, and I completely forgot about the air filter. You know, concerned that because that foam just ages. This thing's 23 years old. Yeah, that's quite old for a motorcycle. Things get a little stiff and hard on them, as they did. So I'll put the seat on there, and that'll be it for the night. I'm just gonna roll a goodbye from here. I'm not gonna. Mom's all cozy in there doing her craft stuff, and I'm not gonna bother her to come out here. Just do a quick goodbye. We weren't even together in the vlog today, so anyway, we're gonna roll with that. Appreciate you guys watching. Love all your comments. Some of you guys are like diehard commenters, and I love that. And then I keep seeing new faces or new names popping in and out. I appreciate you. I try to get to them as much as I can. And other than that, I really appreciate you guys watching. So on that, we're going to roll. Thank you very much now.